Welcome, folks, to Glendale, Arizona and State Farm Stadium, site of this year's Verbo Fiesta Bowl, which, of course, is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, with the top 4 seeds a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 5 seed in this playoff, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Baylor Bears. 3A Sports College Football. I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Team out there, we're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football out to the 25-yard line. The Missouri Tigers offense will be the first up today. Always enjoyed coming to the Fiesta Bowl over the years, and of course you got the modern Silver Stadium here sitting in the desert ready for this showdown.
Well, it's so many great memories here, Chris. Think back to the Boise State, Oklahoma back in '07. How about the classic between Oklahoma State and Stanford with Andrew Luck in 2012? And then the shocker just a few years ago with TCU over Michigan in 2022. This game has a history of providing the unexpected.
The senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
With the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Using his legs, it's Lacey. That'll pick up a first down. They'll spot it at the 38.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
And a handoff as they run the counter play. He's stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Boy, positive yards there on 1st and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on 2nd and inches.
This Missouri offense is moving quickly down the field. Handoff running right. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Handoff to the back. And tackled there by the defense. That run sets up an important 3rd down call for this offense. And they pick up the first on the ground. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Boy, with all this build-up and hype of this playoff game, this defense has got to do a better job at the line of scrimmage. That's another first down. They had their chance there on 3rd down, but they do not want this to become an ongoing trend against this offense. They're just too good.
Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Ball handed off. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Getting set. Here's second down. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Missouri. Made the defense look slow that time. You Come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And the point after is right down the middle. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the Baylor Bears offense out there for their first possession. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Takes the handoff on the counter play. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. The Bears will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Looking downfield, it's Francis. And a sophomore making an impact play.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field. And that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. The pocket breaking down. Again, he's just trapped and sacked in the pocket.
Well, it's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. They're going to run it here. It's a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Missouri now operating in the red zone. Here's the handoff. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
It's a solid gain to pick up the first down on what'll be likely the final play of this first quarter. And Kirk, it's Missouri with the lead here. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up 1st and goal. Trying to find some room. It's Roberts. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. A solid first down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line. Can they finish it off here on 2nd and goal? They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He'll hand it off. He shreds the tackle. Tackle made after just a short gain. And the Bears come to the line in a hurry-up. It's a shotgun run call. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
So the Missouri offense heads back out onto the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments? Come up with a stop here. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
They'll run it here. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him. It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. And now the handoff. Tackle, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. Missouri now in the red zone. In the red area, it's Lacey. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
He's running out of time here. The quarterback delivers complete to the right side. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. That stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking to pass here. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They bring him down right at the 20. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So here comes the Baylor offense onto the field. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional.
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they catch him? Touchdown, Missouri. And the defense joins the party with a pick 6. And the interception taken to the house, a pick 6, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
They're setting out to try the PAT. Attack on the PAT, and it's 21-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back out onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. And the back now goes in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Washington. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1. The Bears come up to the line and crank the tempo up here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. That run good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Here comes a handoff. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. The ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. 3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Back to pass. It's Francis. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
And the returner is tackled by this punt coverage team. Here comes the Missouri offense back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
On the ground, it's Roberts. And they keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
They call the counter run here. He's brought down, but the game moves the ball to the 39.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. They're going to run it. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Missouri getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And Kirk gets Missouri with the lead here. With 3 quarters in the books, with a chance to stay alive with a playoff at stake, let's take a quick look at the stats so far. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Spinning out of the tackle. And the second effort there will earn him the first down.
Well, this offense just seems to get more confident as this football game is played out. They've got a nice lead. Here they are in the 4th quarter, just working that clock, possessing the football, and trying to get out of here with a nice, solid victory.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. 7th play of the drive coming up. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? And the single back takes the handoff. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's 4th down. So no hesitation by the coach. The offense is out there to go for it here. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. Nope, he is stopped short. So the defense gets a turnover on downs, desperate to try to cut into this lead. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. On the ground, it's King. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
So following the safety, it's a free kick. They'll boot it away from the 20. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Ball handed off. Gets into space at the 50. They bring it down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. 2nd down play coming up. It's QB sneak.
Well, well, well. The old quarterback sneak. Well, whatever you got to do to keep this drive moving. We've seen them convert in different ways on this drive, and that sneak will keep this defense guessing when they're in short yardage coming up in the future.
Well, this one ended up being a blowout. They get the W, but they also make a pretty strong statement here today.
Yeah, I thought this game would be a lot closer, at least closer than how things ended up. But give credit to this team for coming out with a good game plan and just dominating the game.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. From Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.